Hi everyone, this is Idrisa. In this presentation of English language resource, I'll give you the line by line explanation and analysis of the poem The Season of Plains written by Aga Shahid Ali. As we know, seasons are classified into 5 categories and every season has its own beauty and charm. People enjoy these seasons all throughout the year according to their likings. So we have the beautiful summer season, the blossomy spring, the chilly winter season, the golden autumn, and the sparkling season of monsoon, which we are going to read in this poem. Aga Shahid Ali was deeply attached to his mother. Since she was from Lucknow, monsoon rains were a part of her childhood memories, and then Shahid would accompany her mother to her parental home where he too got attracted to this wonderful season of the plains. In most parts of India, people enjoy the monsoons, but Kashmir receives little to moderate rains during this season. Before the analysis of the poem, I'll let you know a brief detail about the poet. Aga Shahid Ali, an Indian American Kashmiri poet, was born in Srinagar, in Kashmir, on February 4, 1949. He grew up in Kashmir and received his education from University of Kashmir and University of Delhi. He earned PhD in English from Pennsylvania State University in 1984. He held teaching positions at 9 universities and colleges in India and United States. He wrote his first poem about Christ at the age of 12. He was a translator of the Urdu poet Faiz Ahmad Faiz. His notable works include The Country Without Post Office, Rooms Are Never Finished, and The Rebel's Silver. He died at the age of 52 on December 8, 2001 in US. Aga Shahid Ali's poetry is autobiographical, with allusions to exile and his identity as a Kashmiri. His poems displays the disharmony between a loving vision of home and its harsh actuality. Theme of the poem, The Season of the Plains by Aga Shahid Ali, describes his love for his hometown. He describes how Kashmir becomes an imaginary homeland that has been recreated by the poet in exile. He describes about the refusal of the climatic conditions of Kashmir to cope up with the climatic conditions of Lucknow. There are different seasons in India, with some places having similar seasons. The poem titled The Season of Plains, written by Aga Shahid Ali, is about one particular season. It is monsoon, the season of the plains. The poet tells how the season makes separation of lovers unbearable. His mother has only one complaint, that the monsoon has never crossed the mountains into Kashmir. The poem starts in Kashmir, where the year has 4 clear seasons. My mother spoke of her childhood in the plains of Lucknow, and of that season in itself, the monsoon, when Krishna's flood is heard on the shores of Yamuna. She played old records of Banaras Thumri singers, Siddheshwari and Rasulan, their voices longing when the clouds gather for that blue invisible God. In the opening lines of the poem, the poet says that the year has 4 clear seasons in Kashmir, each distinct from the other. His mother talked about her childhood memories. She remembered how she lived her childhood in Lucknow. She also remembered the monsoon and rainy season when the float of Lord Krishna is heard in its melody on the banks of Yamuna. Besides this, she recalled how she played old records of Banaras Thumri singers, the most prominent and her favorite of them being Siddheshwari and Rasula. The voices of these famous singers longed during the monsoon rains for the invisible blue god, Lord Krishna. Every lyric expressed the same theme. Separation cannot be born when the rains come. This every lyric says, while children run out into the alleys, soaking the utter summer. Messages pass between the lovers, Heer and Ranja and others of legends. Their love forbidden, burned incense all night, waiting for answers. The poet tells us that separation becomes unbearable when the rains in monsoon come. The poet is talking about separation of lovers. Every sweet song or lyric expresses this feeling. Children feel excited in the monsoon rains. They come out of their houses and venture into the alleys, absorbing the rain water all through summer. Lovers are also excited, but as their love, like the love of Heer and Ranja, is forbidden, they exchange message of love. My mother hummed Heer's lemon, but never told me if she also burned sticks of jasmine that dying kept raising soft necks of ash. I imagined each neck leaning on the humid air. She only said the monsoon never crosses the mountains into the Kashmir. In the closing lines, the poet says that lovers are excited during the monsoon rains as they kept themselves awake. Jasmine incense sticks are kept burning. As the time moves, all the incense sticks kept on burning and dying as a result their soft necks of ash become longer and longer. The poet imagined each neck leaning on the air full of humidity. The poet's mother would identify herself and sympathizes with the legendary Heer as she hummed her song of complaint and grievance. His mother, however, never told him whether she, too used to wait for a message of love from her lover during the monsoon nights. She would, however, say quite wistfully that the monsoon never crosses the mountains into Kashmir. The poetic devices which have been used by the poet in the poem includes pun. Pun, also called paronomasia, is a form of wordplay that exploits multiple meaning of a term or of similar sounding words for an intended humorous or rhetorical effect. These ambiguities can rise from the intentional use of homophonic, homographic, metonymic, or figurative language. For example, in Kashmir, where the year has four clear seasons, the word clear has more than one meaning. The two meanings of the word clear are distinct and well defined. Personification. It is used to assign the qualities of living beings to something that is not human or that is not even alive, such as nature or household items. It is the comparison of inanimate objects with human characteristics. For example, sticks of jasmine that die kept raising soft necks of ash. I imagined each neck leaning on the humid air. This personification is used in these lines in order to compare an inanimate object with the characteristics that a human being have. Hope you understand the explanation and analysis of the poem. If you have further queries or questions, you can comment in the comment box.